Have you ever wondered what you would do if someone fainted during the worship service, or the fire alarm sounded, or what would happen if someone disrupted or threatened the congregation during the service? Well, that's the point of this short training video, to inform and educate the ushers, elders, deacons, and nursery attendants of what would happen if any of these emergencies occurred on a Sunday morning. A medical emergency is probably the most likely emergency to occur during a worship service. If this happens, the pastor will stop the service and ask for a qualified medical professional to assist with the emergency. During the 8 a.m. service, the head usher will provide the medical professional with any medical equipment needed. During the 10:30 service, the elder and the narthex will provide any medical equipment needed. You will find at the information desk a first aid, oxygen, and blood pressure kit. A heart defibrillator is located nearby. Wheelchairs are kept in both narthex closets. A fire alarm is probably the second most likely emergency to occur during a worship service. When the fire alarm goes off, the primary objective is to evacuate the building as a precaution. The pastor will direct the congregation to evacuate the building and assemble in the area under the trees in front of the building along Dairy Road. The nursery attendants will escort all the children to the playground area. During the 8 a.m. service, the head usher will check for smoke or fire in the kitchen. Then, check the upper and lower levels for smoke and fire and report their findings to the fire department upon arrival. During the 10:30 service, the usher will assist the congregation with evacuating the sanctuary. The elder and the narthex will check for smoke or fire in the kitchen and upper level. The deacon in the office will check for smoke and fire on the lower level. The deacon will report their finding to the elder and the narthex. The elder and the narthex will report their finding to the fire department upon arrival. There are preventative steps that can be taken to reduce the likelihood of a disruption or physical threat during a service. If these preventative measures fail, you need to know the plan for addressing the threat or disruption. As a preventative measure, ushers and the elder and the narthex should remain alert for people that appear intoxicated, suspiciously dressed, or displaying nervous behavior that might potentially present a threat to the worship service. Graciously greeting and welcoming an unusual acting person will help you ascertain if the person is someone who warrants additional observation. After the first hymn, the usher will inform the pastor of the location of any person that might warrant additional observation. During the 10:30 service, all exterior doors, except for the courtyard door, will automatically lock at 10:45 and then unlock at 11:15. The deacon in the office will monitor the security cameras around the building entrances and parking lot. If any unusual activity is noticed, the deacon will use their cell phone to contact the elder, who will then investigate the situation. If a threat or disruption does occur during either service, the pastor will ask the person to be quiet or leave. During the 8 a.m. service, if a person continues their disruptive behavior, the pastor will use a panic button to immediately notify the Dairy Township Police. During the 10:30 service, the sound booth operator will initiate the panic button. The nursery and Kiwi attendants also have a panic button in case they need to request police help. During the 8 a.m. service, the nursery attendant will use their cell phone to notify the usher as soon as possible after using the panic button. The usher will then inform the pastor. During the 10:30 service, the deacon in the office will notify the elder in the narthex if the panic button is used. The elder in the narthex will inform the pastor. I know this was a lot to digest and remember, so to help recall what to do during an emergency, there are checklists in the usher book, information center resource book, the office receptionist desk, and in the nursery.